Hello everyone, this is Mike Hafiz and today I will be presenting my local problem presentation. So let's get started. Here's my outline. At the beginning, I will be talking about the University of Kentucky. So I will give you a good background about the university, and from this point I will identify my problem and will visualize the problem more in depth into this section, and then from there we'll move to the solution. We'll find solution to this problem, and at the end I will be talking about who should take an action in order to solve this problem. Okay, so according to the US News website, the University of Kentucky has more than 30,000 students, and 30% of these students live on campus. So the University of Kentucky provides two dining centers, and the two main difference between these two dining centers are, first is that the location. So the first location is on the Gatton Student Center, and the second location is on the 90s. The second difference between these two dining centers is that the food choices. So for example, if you're gonna go to the location number 1, you're gonna find different food than the food on the location number 2, okay? Another example can be that if you want to have an ice cream, you can't find an ice cream on the student center location. You should go to the 90s location, okay? The students have two choices in order to get into these two dining center. The first choice is that by paying $10 every time they go to the dining center, and the second choice is to have meal plan. And according to the University of Kentucky Dining Center website, the university or the dining center provides three different plans, and the difference between these plans is based on how many meals the students want per week. So for example, there's like a meal which has 7 meals per week, and there's unlimited plan. So you can choose the plan based on what you want. So the University of Kentucky is trying so hard to serve and help its students, but from my perspective, I still see that there is something missing. So the problem here is that the dining centers have specific time and schedule to provide complete meals. And what I mean by complete meals here is that let's say you want to have steak from the comfort station at 5 o'clock for lunch. You can't, and the reason why is because you are late. So the dining center has specific time to provide full service for lunch and dinner as well. I used to work in Smashing Tomato restaurant on the 90s, and we were asked to provide all types of pizza for lunch starting from 11 until 2 o'clock. And other than these times, we were only serving cheese and pepperoni pizza. So if the student want to have vegetable pizza for lunch at 4 o'clock, they can't. Why? Because they are late. So having specific time to provide full meal is not very beneficial to the students, because some students may have classes at these times. At those times, they might have meetings, they might have part-time jobs. And also think about that the university has diverse students from all over the world, and these students may eat their dinner or lunch at different times. So having strict and specific times to provide the meals is not very ideal to the students. Timing can be one of the main reasons for this problem to occur. However, there are a lot of reasons to this problem to occur as well, and we'll discover this on the next slides. Weather challenging and the long distance that students need to take in order to get into the student center can be the reasons for the student to run late or to miss their meals. According to the Best Place website, Lexington, Kentucky, Lexington Fayette has 120 participation days and 188 rainy days. So having this challenge is not good for the students because a lot of students don't like to walk when it's rain, and also they don't like to walk when it's snowing, especially when it's snow, especially when the temperature is very low. According to the US News, the University of Kentucky is 208 acres, and this is a lot of space. It's a large space, so it can take up to 15 minutes for the student to only walk to the dining center. And let's say that you want to eat 3 times every day, so that means you're going to spend about 1 hour every day only walking to the dining center. And a lot of students at the University of Kentucky, they really don't have this amount of time to waste because they do have a lot of assignments and responsibilities that's needed to be done during the weekdays. In this case, there are a lot of reasons for the student to miss their meals or to be late, and the solution to this problem is very easy and simple. But before we get to the solution, I want you to go ahead and watch my digital video, please. Thank you. So after you watching the video, I think you can tell that there are a lot of problems or a lot of reasons for this problem to happen. And if no one is going to take action, if no one is going to find solution to this problem, the student will continue being late and they're going to continue missing their foods. So I believe that the best solution to this problem is that the dining center should provide a new meal box plan that can be delivered to the students' dorms. Okay, and on the next couple slides, I will explain how this is gonna work. So the meal box plan is the meal box plan fits all of the university's students, and it's designed to benefit them. The meal box plan is designed based on what the students like to eat. For example, there will be meal box for the vegetarian, the people who don't eat fish and don't eat beef, for example. Also, the students will have the opportunity to choose the level of the spices on their food. Do they like it to be spicy? Do they like a lot of red pepper on their food? So it's very helpful to the student. It's very beneficial, to the students. Also, through the meal box plan, the meal boxes gonna be delivered to the students' dorms every day, or the students will need to go once every day to pick their 4 to 5 meal boxes. So we can see how the design of this meal box is beneficial to the students. And right now, on the next couple slides, I will be talking about how the meal box fits the student's life. Okay, so the meal box is really small. Students can carry these boxes whenever they go, on campus and off campus as well. And there are a lot of microwaves on the campus buildings. So the students, whenever they feel hungry, they can go ahead and heat their food and start eating their foods, okay? And also, they're not gonna waste their time walking to the dining center because they already have their boxes with them. So they can invest this time studying or even relaxing. They're gonna be more flexible, okay? So here's the big question. I believe that the University of Kentucky is trying so hard to help and support its students. And I believe that the University of Kentucky really doesn't know about this problem. So I think that the students need to let the university knows that they are missing their meals. So the students are the people who should take an action at this case, because as I mentioned, I believe that the dining center and the university at all, they really don't know that there are a lot of people who are missing their meals. They're being late. They don't really eat what they like, okay? So the students should contact the dining center managers, or like acting through the social media. So they really should let these people know that they are facing a problem, or otherwise the student will continue being late. The students will continue waste their time walking through the dining center. The students will continue walking through like during a rainy day, which is something that they don't like. So the solution is very easy. Just be active. Try to say what you think is gonna be benefit to you through the social media. And yes, this is my project, and I believe that I picked the right solution to my problem. And let me know what do you think about this problem and what do you think about the solution as well. Thank you so much for watching this and have a wonderful day.